What's up, guys? It's Matt with Bearded Bargain EDC, and I'm bringing you another episode of Our Subscription Box is Worth It. Today we're checking out Bespoke Post. Now, bespoke means like kind of tailored to you, and that name in the title is actually indicative of what you're getting in the box. You get to tailor this subscription to whatever you want. Every single month you get an email, and you go on between the 1st and the 5th of the month, and you pick what you want to come in your box. After the 5th, your billing's finalized, they ship it to you, they charge your card, and you get what's in there. But is it worth it? There's so many different things that you could pick, from clothing to gear, which of course I went with the gear. We're going to check that out. There's so many different options. Let's check this out together and see, was this Bespoke Post worth it? So we're going to check this thing out. So this is Bespoke Post, and I went with the Alpaka kit. Now I'm going to flash up here on screen, like right over in here, I guess. Yeah, I'll put it right there. You can get all kinds of things from Bespoke Post, and you get to pick all different types of gear. Anything, like if you're a drink enthusiast and you like bourbon, they've got things for you there. If you're a traveler and you want things to make your travel more convenient, they've got it. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. And the best part about Bespoke Post is you get to pick what comes in your box. And for me, there's been many, many months where I saw all of the new options and I'm just like, well, you know, it really doesn't interest me. So I just skip it. And when I skip it, my card doesn't get charged. It doesn't cancel my subscription or anything. And the following month, there's new options. I get to go on and pick or skip again. It's tailored to you. And in my experience, the value is always there. But we're going to check this out together and see, is this one actually worth it? Again, with the pricing on screen, let's go ahead and check it out and see what we got. Just a quick slice here. And here we go. Let me get this turned around here. Quality finds for curious minds. In this box, a little QR code. I got that upside down. This is the Fasten box. It comes with the Alpaka zip clutch, the Maglocks keychain, the Nano blade, and the Nano ink, all from Alpaka. So this entire thing is featuring Alpaka gear, and I'm a fan of Alpaka gear. I think you get great quality there. Let's go ahead and pull everything out of the box real quick. Flip that over so I can remind myself what all we have here. A couple of different items. And trash. Let's just close this up. There we go. So we got 4 different items inside of here. We're just going to go in order: the zip clutch, the Maglocks keychain, the Nano blade, and the Nano ink. I'm going to go in order from left to right and just kind of see what we've got going on here. I'm going to start with this little guy. And this is the, let's see, that's the Nano ink, I'm guessing. Looks like a pen. It is a pen. So stick that on your zipper pull, and you've always got a tiny pen with you if you needed to make a quick note. Doesn't really write too great on cardboard, but I mean, what can you ask for? The pen is tiny. Let me show you how tiny this thing actually is. Look at that. Look how tiny it is. I don't have anything to compare it to. Let's go with, ooh, I got it. Let's compare it with this guy, the O-Tackle from Alight. This is a little bit, just slightly larger than like your Victorinox Classic. Look at that. Look how tiny this pin is in comparison. So, switching back. So, that's the first item that we got right here in this Alpaka zip. I don't know what the price is. Going to put it on screen so you guys can check it out. That's, you know, again, when featuring retail pricing here, you're obviously going to get discounts if you shop around, and there's sales and things of that nature, but retail pricing. Now, overall, for this Bespoke Post and just about every Bespoke Post that I got, my card gets billed $58 and change. And I'll put that up here so you guys can see that I'm not lying about it. $58 and change. And I got all of this stuff. We're going to add it up at the end and see if it's worth it. The next item we've got is the Alpaka cut, and it's a Nano blade. Kind of the same thing. Let's pinch here and pull it out. And there we have a tiny blade. It's not super sharp, like you're not going to cut yourself, but get a close-up of that one. There you go. You've got this little tiny, tiny blade, just like in comparison to the size of my fingernail. It's pretty small, pretty small. maybe goes down to the first knuckle on my thumb. Pretty tiny blade there. Let's check it out and see how well this nano blade cuts. It definitely marks and creases. Didn't really cut through that. That's kind of a thick piece of paper, and I didn't push down very hard either. So it could use some sharpening, but going to be good for, you know, tearing your paper, cutting open packages, things of that nature. I don't know that it would be like... It'd be good to open packages, I'll give it that. I don't know that I'm going to use that very much. I don't think with the size of it, like if you're traveling, this might get confiscated by TSA, but really it's not very sharp. It's just a piece of metal that you could use to poke, I guess. You can poke. It does a little bit of cutting, but not too well. If you were going to do anything, any type of cutting, I definitely wouldn't rely on it as your primary source. Going to be good for packages though, I guess. So that's the second item. Both of those come with this little lanyard type thing that you can stick directly onto a zipper pull. I guess that's the way they're designed. So that's probably how I would use them. The next item is going to be the zip clutch. And this is the reason I actually picked this particular box. It wasn't necessarily all the other stuff. It was this right here, the zip clutch from Alpaka. Now I know this thing retails for 42 bucks. So this alone made up the bulk of my $58 that I paid. And then these little accessories that come with it, I don't know how much they cost retail, but I'll look those up and put them up on screen. But this right here I was most interested in. This zip clutch is very, very similar to the Alpaka Zip Pouch Pro. You can see I've got a pocket on the front side, 2 pockets on the back side. Here you've got a large pocket on the back side, 2 pockets on the front side, zipper on the front, zipper on the top. Kind of the same thing, but look at the size difference. So I've featured this Alpaka Zip Pouch Pro in a previous video. This was in my pocket when I went to Epcot. It was in my pocket when I went to Mexico. You can fit a small knife in there. I've got a little pry bar, bottle opener, razor blade. I obviously didn't take the blades into Epcot when I went. Inside you can fit a couple of cards. For me, I stuck my Batterix SOS charge card in there. So like that thing is great to have, and it's small enough, fits in the pocket. Compare that to the size of my my Axwell wallet. It's a little bit big, but it's about the size of your standard bifold wallet. This is more of a minimalist style. So excellent pouch. And this zip clutch pouch, very similar as well, but it's going to have a little bit more room in there because of the size. Maybe too big to fit in the pocket. Let's see. Will it fit in my back pocket? Let's just see. Let me give you guys the rear end shot. That will fit in the back pocket. So if you're interested in carrying just a single item with all your stuff in it, in the back pocket, that's great, but it'll also clip onto a bag. I'm guessing that's where that's going to come into handy. And you got this little wristlet if you wanted to carry it like that. It's going to be able to cram a bunch of gear in here, and I actually have some gear that I want to test. So let's see. Let me pull this stuff out first. That's empty. We'll get that out of the way. And then I have another Alpaka pouch here. This is the modular sling. Let's start with this battery pack. I got an Anchor battery pack. Will that fit in there? Boom. So now I've got a battery pack right there with me. Let's see what else I got in here. Some little hydration and hygiene, personal hygiene items. Well, I got tangled up. What did I do here? Ah, there we go. Little personal hygiene items. So this I actually carried into Epcot with this battery pack, with those wipes. Let's see if I can get everything in there. I had that in there. I had an air tag in there. I had some charge cables, the strap that comes with it. Didn't really have anything in the front. So let's cram all of that in there. A couple of charge cables, just slide right down in the front. And I'm not trying to organize this or anything. I'm not working on making it flat. I just want to see, can I fit it all in here? This Baton 3, a little bit snug right there, but I've got my battery pack in the back. Let's still have all the room inside of here. Let's throw in the air tag. Let's throw in this guy. Let's throw in this guy. Let's throw in a Victorinox. Like, cram it all in there. And again, I didn't organize it, but these seams are built really well. Great stitching. That sound that you hear in the back is the bird playing with one of his toys. He's banging it up against the side of his cage. But that's it. Everything fits, works really well. If I were to try to organize that a little bit better, let's say this is going to be my go-to when I'm leaving the house and I just want some extra gear. Probably not going to have that giant battery pack in there. May not even include the air tag. I'll leave the hydration stuff. That's fine. Hydration and a wipe just in case I need them. Let's say I'm packing this for the day and I'm going to need a flashlight. Let's go with my Olight i5R HCRI. I'm going to need a pin. We can go with the Zebra F701 right here. Or we can go with the tactile turn bolt action in titanium. Or hey, let's carry both. Let's do that. Let's do both of them. So we got that. Gonna have a couple pins or maybe a pen and a pencil with me. On the back side here, we could say this is my cell phone, but it's not. My cell phone's being used to record. So let's say that's a phone, and I still got room here in the middle for some different items. I need a cutting tool. Let's go with the Kershaw, and switch it up. Let's put the Kershaw leak right here, or better yet, let's say I'm carrying a small caliber pew-pew, and I want to carry an extra mag. That slides in there nicely. Probably going to turn it around this way. Yeah, so it's not hanging over the edge. So I got something for a spare mag for a small caliber pew-pew. I've got a couple of pins in there. Stick my cell phone in the back. Some cards, some keys, maybe sunscreen. This is a little pouch here. Overall, I think that's great. All right, so a little camera magic, and now we're back to the Bespoke box. Got these two items. We do have the zip clutch, and the last item that comes in this is going to be the Alpaka Gear mag locks keychain. So if you wanted to swap out this kind of little wrist lanyard here that clips on with something like this mag lock, you could do that. Now let's see. It says mag lock because it slides out sideways and it locks in magnetically. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, it just kind of locks in, snaps in there. And once it's on, it's not going to come off. It has to slide out sideways. So that's going to be a great little accessory. Let's say I wanted to put this here and then clip it onto a bag. And once I've got it clipped onto my bag, just slide it off when I need it, slide it back on. Let's test that. I'm not going to lie. This little split ring right here is built like a tank. I've been trying for 5 minutes to get anything into that. I've used my razor blade to pry. I've used a pry bar to pry. I went to use my pocket knife and then I was like, no, I'm gonna stab myself with a blade or a pocket knife, and it's tearing up my fingernail. That sucker, you put something on it, it will not come off. Let's keep trying. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. All right, let's check this thing out. I finally got that little clip on there. Let's say I'm rocking my backpack and I want to carry my passport or something with me. Go ahead and do the chest clip. Catches in the beard. Let's take this guy, clip it right there on the backpack. So there we go. I'm traveling. I've got this right here. If I need to get it off, I can just slide it off. Get to what I need out of my pouch. When I'm done, just slide it back on. It's secure. Great little addition. All right, so there you have it. In this box, you got the little pin, you've got the little micro blade. You actually have the Alpaka zip clutch, which again is slightly larger than the Zip Pouch Pro. It's gonna hold a little bit more, and it comes with this nice wristlet on it. And then you have the Maglock keychain, the Alpaka Maglock keychain with this little split ring that's built like a tank. That's the first thing I'm going to replace, not because of security, because it will hold and it will never let go, but it just destroyed my fingernail trying to get anything in there. That's my fault. I wasn't using the right tool. But All of these items in this box. The box cost me $58 and change. Total retail value, I'll put up right here on the screen. You tell me, was this subscription box worth it? Would you be interested in Bespoke Post? And again, Bespoke is tailored to you. You get to pick whatever gear you want. Let me know down in the comments, would you pick this box? Is this a good fit for you? Or would you pick something else? Would you even consider Bespoke Post? I'm interested to see what you say. Hit me in the comments. We'll check you guys on the next one.